ESPN is reporting the Lakers have been trying to make their team a potential destination for LeBron since Magic Johnson and GM Rob Pelinka took over in February. LeBron can become a free agent next summer. The Lakers signed Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who has the same agent as LeBron, and they were reportedly also interested in signing Dwayne Wade if he was bought out by the Bulls. Shannon, can you see LeBron coming to the Lakers?
I can see it, but I see it more as what he's looking at as dysfunction in his current situation, more so than the appeal of the Lakers. Now, this is what he's going to ask himself. Does going to the Lakers give me a realistic chance of beating Golden State? Because that's what everybody's trying to do. If you see everybody's trying to get a collection of talent to take down that team, Golden State Warriors. He's not going there unless another superstar is willing to join him. Now, Skip, if they were to get Luol Deng's $18 million salary off the books next year in 2018, they'll be about $70 to $74 million under the cap, which will give them an opportunity to sign 2 max players. But here's the thing. Do you believe you and Paul George, Kevin Durant will also be an unrestricted free agent, but everybody thinks he's going to go back to Golden State. You and Paul George, you and Boogie Cousins, you and Russell Westbrook, whomever the unrestricted free agents might be, and you could possibly lure. If you're going to L.A., do you believe you and another superstar on this Laker roster with Ingram, Lonzo Ball, do you actually believe you can take them down? Here's the thing, Skip. Lonzo Ball is a point guard. He needs the ball. LeBron James, he needs the ball. If you bring Russell Westbrook, he needs the ball. So I don't see how this is going to play out. But I think because of the dysfunction that's going on currently in Cleveland, it was reported they almost had a deal in place for Jimmy Butler. Then then David Griffin and Dan Gilbert, they part ways. And LeBron is looking at, how dumb must you be? You mean to tell me you couldn't wait another week to part ways until we land Jimmy Butler? He's looking at all this. The one thing that we know, Skip, everything that he does, he has a reason for doing it, and it's never rash. Everything is methodical. Thought step by step. Now, it's not a coincidence that Rich Paul represents who? Caldwell Pope. Maybe. LeBron want to play with him. Does he? I just don't see it, Skip. I just don't see how him going to the Lakers. I can see it now. Like I said, I can see it because of the dysfunction. I think he's over Dan Gilbert. I think, Skip, and Dan Gilbert's like, nah, I'm not going to luxury time. I'm not paying this, because now I'm about $2.50, $3 for every dollar I'm over the cap. I don't see it anymore, Skip. So he might just leave because he's sick and tired. Sometimes you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and he's sick and tired of Dan Gilbert. We gone.
So you guys are gone.
We gone.
After this year, you're gone.
Skip. Deuces.
Once again, somewhere, the greatest player ever, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, is rolling his eyes at all of the above, everything you just said, because this is just flat out pathetic.
Whoa!
So let me get this straight. The best player on the planet, as you always say, right? The best player on the planet, LeBron James, is threatening to jump aboard the hottest new bandwagon, this one rolling in Los Angeles, where he does have a home, LeBron does. This one driven by Alonzo Ball and a Magic Johnson, who have combined star power. I say he's going to be transcendent. And it's ironic that LeBron, after he fired back at the father LeVar and made fun of Lonzo's shot, is now thinking, I think I might want to jump on that bandwagon because it looks like it's rolling somewhere fast. And he's doing all of this because they have enough cap room, as you correctly point out, astutely point out, thanks to your researcher.
Stop doing that, Skip.
Steve here today?
No, he's on vacation.
He's on vacation. I don't.
In Italy on his honeymoon.
Is he really? Way to go, Steve.
He came back just in time.
Yeah,
That's
Heisman
vacation
winner.
time.
He take his Heisman with him, Steve Owens?
Nope.
No, he didn't. Okay. So the Lakers, obviously, in 2 years, not next year, but 2 years, have enough room to add 2 big stars, LeBron and Paul George, or LeBron and Westbrook, whoever it is. And he's doing all of the above because his management in Cleveland, Ohio, the area in which he grew up, has failed to get him another star. Kyrie wasn't enough. Kevin Love wasn't enough. LeBron doesn't have enough help. He just doesn't have enough help in Cleveland. He's back home. And he's threatening to leave home to go to the Lakers, or you've thrown out my Spurs, or because he just doesn't. It's just poor, pitiful LeBron James. So he is obviously, to me, as you say, he's very methodical, very premeditated. He instructed his childhood friend Rich Paul, or it's not childhood, he met him a little later, but it's his agent, the man who runs his company. He instructed Rich Paul to make it very public that he texted Lakers management, Pelinka and Magic, let's talk. Isn't that the text that he sent? And he wanted everybody to know it, so they leaked that out. We have texted, let's talk, because obviously they got cap room, they got it all there.
Yeah.
Right? And that will serve two purposes for one LeBron James. Number one, it builds in another huge excuse for next year, just in case LeBron cakewalks through the East another time. What will this be? 8 now?
8 in a row.
8 in a row. And gets to the finals and shrinks as usual, comes up small. He just doesn't have enough help. He doesn't have enough help.
Did you cry for Golden State like that?
Yeah.
When they went and got Kevin Durant? I didn't hear you say one word.
Yeah. So that would be number one. And then number two, obviously, this would help maybe turn up some heat on an owner that I cannot believe he rejoined forces with after that bridge was burned to the ground by that owner who accused LeBron of quitting in his final playoff series, that one against Boston.
You ever broken up with somebody and got back together with them?
No.
Well, excuse me.
Maybe once.
Exactly.
Maybe once. Yeah, but not Ernestine. We never parted. We never.
But I'm Skip. You go through when you're young. You go through things, and people say things in emotion.
This is so bad.
I mean, girl have said, "Oh, I can't stand you. You make me sick." And after 2 or 3 days, when she calms down and better, she's thinking about you like, Shannon, I miss you. Yeah. I miss you too, boo.
Boo. Boo. So let me get this straight again. This is the same LeBron James who, in Game 3 of this past NBA Finals, we were actually right there in Cleveland, Ohio. In Game 3, with a minute and a half left, he had the ball in his hands and a 4-point lead, and he shrank. He came up small.
Skip, the man had a 39-point triple-double. Stop it.
2 chances to close the deal, and he shrank and faded away and was way short with his first attempt, and then he ran from the free throw line and just gave up the ball to Kyle Korver the second time. And meanwhile, Kevin Durant asserted himself as the best player on the planet because he made his 2 big shots in clutch time, didn't he? The second one, right in LeBron's face. Walked, or I should say jogged, right into that 3 that won the series for Golden State.
It did.
Right?
It put him in a 3-0 hole, and was almost an insurmountable task to come back from against that team.
And then I have to point this out again because, again, let's talk, says Rich Paul. So I'm talking. I'm talking about
he
what
didn't say that text you.
He tell me to talk. So let's talk about what happened in Game 5 when I thought, well, maybe Cleveland's going to maybe they're just going to make it a credible series. Maybe they're going to salvage some of their pride here, and they jump out to a quick, commanding lead. And then in the second quarter, Golden State goes on a 21-2 run in which the best player on the planet took only 2 shots and made only 1 shot. That's that guy who now needs help. Now he's threatening to go to L.A. because that's the hot new bandwagon. He needs help. Did Michael Jordan ever need help?
Yeah, he had to get Scottie Pippen to get out the first round.
Oh, please.
Oh, he had to get Scottie Pippen to get the first round.
He made Scottie Pippen. He didn't have to go get him. Scottie got drafted.
Oh, Skip.
He got drafted out of nowhere.
Whether you inherit $1 billion or you win the lottery, at the end of the day, you have the money. See, you get caught up in how it came to be. I just talk about it came to be.
Did Michael ever consider, I need to leave here to go join forces with those guys in Boston? I need Larry. I need Kevin. I need Robert. I need help. No, he didn't.
Skip, it was
Seriously?
It was a different time then. And players, they didn't have the free agency like they have it now. Won't you tell the story how it came to be? Is that the Boston Celtics, because Larry Bird was an eligible junior, they drafted him in 78 with the 6th pick in the draft.
They stole him?
He went back and played in 79, and they still owned his rights.
They did.
So you could do that back then.
They were just smarter. Okay? They beat the system. Red Auerbach beat the system.
Okay, then. LeBron is beating the system. He's signing these 1 to 2 year deals, and he's free. Free means he's committed, he's fulfilled his obligation to the team that he was playing for, and he's free to go shop his services. Now, it's well within his right if he wants to come back, but if he wants to leave and go see LA, got a home right out here. If he wants to go to the Riverwalk, that's what me and him, we looking at some property in San Antonio as we speak. But with that being said,
that's why you took off yesterday afternoon.
I had to go with a hurt. But Skip, you and I both know everything that it's about is, would he like to win another MVP? Sure he would, Skip. But for him, it's all about the championships. And how do I align myself with someone else because he can't win it alone? You're not beating those the Fantastic Four in Golden State. You need at
now
least
they're the Fantastic
That's what they
Four?
were before. Skip, they're 4 All-Stars. They're 4 All-NBA players. They got Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP. They got 2 of the last 5 MVPs on their roster.
He's the best player on the planet.
Best player. They have 2 of the top 5 players.
I think Kevin Durant's the best player on the planet.
No, you don't
that
think
got proven.
What if that planet is Pluto and Bron's not there? You're right.
Yeah.
But if you talk about the planet Earth, you talk about breathe oxygen, you talk about can dribble a basketball, he's 6'9", born on December 30th, 1984.
I did not know that.
To one Gloria Marie James.
Really?
Born February
News
6th,
to me.
1968.
Immaculate, right? It was immaculate.
Don't worry about all that, Skip. You worried about the wrong thing. But all I know is that guy right there got him a haircut, shaved his beard. He on vacation right now.
Here's all I know. LeBron James is bluffing about going to the Lakers next year. There is no way he wants any part of the Western Conference that I just told you the other day has become the deepest I have ever seen it in all my years covering the NBA. Why would he want to inflict that upon himself when he's got the greatest, easiest cakewalk in the weakest East I've ever seen to another finals, to an 8 straight finals? He's not going to L.A.
Back in the Western time, the baddest hombre, he went there wherever because he was quick to.
Thank you. You're making my case. If he's the baddest hombre,
he gonna go to the West.
I got Kyrie. I got Kevin. I got Kev.
Yeah. Kev. And Kev been coming up just like in that commercial, real small, throwing dimes. 9 points in game 3, 6 in game 5.
So they should trade for Carmelo.
No.
Wait, Kev had 21 rebounds in a finals game.
Skip.
21 rebounds?
No impact.
Wow. Huh?
They're so far ahead or so far behind, they don't mean anything.
One day you say you will not trade Kevin Love for
No,
Carmelo
I won't.
Anthony.
No.
Which is it?
I'm not trading for Carmelo.
Is he small or big? Which is he?
He came up small in games that we needed him the most.
Carmelo will not come up small in those games. Trust me.
How do we know?
He carried a team to the NCAA championship as a freshman.
Skip. We've seen a lot of guys win NCAA championships and not be able to carry that over come NBA time. You and I both know that. He's 4 years older than Kevin Love. He has bulky knees. He plays the same amount of defense or worse defense than Kevin Love. There's no upside. We don't gain anything from him.
You don't gain anything from
You should
Kevin
have told your friend LeBron when he was thinking about getting back together with his old buddy that people don't change,
Well, I mean, and that's why
empty promises.
Even though I apologize.
I'm different, boo.
Yeah.
I've been working on myself.
And then I realized you the same boo. Want to shop all the time and do all this other foolishness, hang out with your guy. Huh?
What's wrong with shopping?
No, I said, nah, you can't be shopping on my dime.
Oh, that's what did it.
Shop on my own dime.